And we're live. Hello, 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 Crimson Zangief. It is good to see you. How are you guys doing? Did we finish character creation, Crimson? Excellent question. Yes, we did. No, I have not actually made the character yet, but I have decided on what I'm going to do, so I'll be able to go through this lickety-split. Debiscib, hello. How have you been? It's been a hot minute. Hello, hello, hello. How's the Zangief? So our main story, we're going to continue with daring, with some adjustments that we may make as we go. Difficulty. Even though it's recommended for... It's not recommended for players unfamiliar with the system. We're making our own custom character. I like this portrait. This is still the portrait I want to use. We've got a few appearance options that need changing, seeing as we are as pale as can be.
One of those appearance options is Hemmy.
And there is an approaching Hemmy. There we go. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. So
I still haven't gotten to play the game, despite Steam saying I have played for 22 hours.
Hemmy opened up the game in anticipation of being able to play with me last night. But obviously that didn't happen. And then Hemmy went and fell asleep. And his game was running all night, so now... You know, he's got 20 hours on record.
I'm not returning it now is what's happening.
Yeah, you're well experienced now. Since you've been playing for a while, I feel like you might need the stretch. Excellent. Thank you, Zangief. So what happened was last night, I was very excited to get in here and see what was going on. I heard there was a cool character creation, so we went through it with a fine-toothed comb, and now I very much know what I want in terms of a character, but that only happened after a lot of back and forth deliberation. So we set this all up appearance-wise. I was very happy with her, actually. We've got a couple of tattoos we're putting on.
She did look really good yesterday.
Yeah, I was very happy with it. The augmentations, we're trying to get that little red dot above the eye to try to imitate her red eye, and we just pretend that it gets pulled up and down.
It's a little flip up, like jeweler's lens.
Yeah. And then
challenges make the spoils that much sweeter.
Yeah. I really like the pragmatic voice. So we continue with that. Then I've decided we're Voidborn. I love the story of the Voidborn, birthed in the belly of a void vessel or aboard an ancient orbital satellite, lived their entire lives on void ships. This just feels really fitting. Very cool. I love the feature of Voidborn. We can reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success. I think that sounds amazing. Crimson, I just wanted to install a monocle. Well, you missed. Imagine. Oh my goodness. Voidborn for the win. Absolutely. I love that we can kind of spec into willpower and intelligence here, but hopefully soon we'll be able to pick up Be
BS.
Smart. And
a good dose of BS.
BS, exactly, our BS. So that we use our intelligence in place of fellowship, so we can still be the charismatic face leader while being very intelligent, because all of those skill checks are very cool, and the kind of thing I like to play. I am going to go Navy officer. So here we are responsible for fleets of void ships. I just feel like this all comes together and feels very thematically fitting. We were born there, grew up there, we're responsible for void ships. You used to be a Navy officer? Yeah, essentially, we're Janeway, or like a spacer femme ship. But very Janeway. You used to be a Navy officer and a commander of a void ship, hardened in numerous battles and famous for resounding victories. We get brace for impact. For 1 round, the Navy officer and their allies in a 3-cell radius gain +2 deflection, which we found out was just straight damage reduction. For each archetype, I assume level, taken by the Navy officer. They cannot be forcefully moved or over-penetrated. once per combat, but I feel like this is a great little hunker down 0 AP ability that will synergize nicely with Voidborn if we take certain passives. We get some fellowship, agility, commerce, demolition. This all seems like good stuff to me, and then we'll choose from some of the stuff later. Our greatest triumph is that under our command, a void ship braved a terrible warp storm without a single casualty amongst the crew.
What on earth is that clip, Zangief?
Insert traumatic Hemmy.
Flashback, I assume.
Flashback. Hold on, I have to see.
What is this?
What was the traumatic Hemmy flashback? That only happened after a lot of back and forth deliberation. Oh. So. But that only happened after a lot of Oh, poor Hemmy. He's been through a lot.
I am kind of sleepy, but that's been running throughout all of today, and I don't even have a good reason. I woke up after sleeping for a very long time, barely able to move. I was so tired.
Yeah, shame. Hemmy's
Don't
been
know what happened.
Quite just knackered.
I assume it's Flewt's fault.
Yeah, you're overwhelmed with the Warhammer info. Wayak, how are you doing? Good to see you today. With Janeway, better be prepared not to make it back to base for 7 years. Exactly, yeah. I think that's the vibe here. And then our darkest hour is that we've traveled through dark and forsaken systems, and the things you've seen have left a mark on your soul that will never heal.
There's a lot in my eyes that says that, Zangief.
You're right, Zangief. I've
lived here for too long.
I saw that too. Just long-suffering Hemmy looks.
I have my hunk of cheese.
Now, last night, I was dallying back and forth between officer and operative, and I was like, if I make a sniper, I'll go operative. If I make a voidborn, I'll go officer. I'm not going to do either of those now, I've decided. I'm going to make a soldier, because I've got a little bit of support there in my defensive ability, but I kind of want to be good, be really solidly good in combat, and just get a feel for how the combat goes, what kind of companions we get. And from soldier, I can still go to master tactician for the awesome supporty stuff, or I can go into bounty hunter to start being like, okay, I'm good at combat, and I want to make this character really good at combat. So I like the flexibility that soldier offers me. So with soldier, we get run and gun. Soldier gains +2 agility bonus. It gains bonus movement points. Their next attack costs -1 AP and does not count towards the attack limit per turn. Until the end of the turn, the soldier becomes winded. While winded, the soldier suffers a -10 penalty to ballistic skills and cannot use run and gun. However, we've also got Revel and Slaughter. The soldier immediately removes winded. Until the end of combat, the soldier gains the following bonuses: +10 ballistic and extra critical damage.
And agility bonus.
An agility bonus to critical hit chance. Stooge, hello, how are you doing? 3 hours of learning mechanics, 1 full sleep on the issue. Go for something completely different. Yes, exactly. And I've even changed that from what I woke up and decided I was doing. Because I popped back in for like 5 minutes just to go through things. But I feel like this gives me some really nice flexibility, still makes me really competent in combat, and allows me to specialize later based on what we learn about what's in game. So I like that. Is this game going to be similar to the turn-based Marvel game you played? No, it's probably most similar to Wasteland 3, is what I get the feeling for, Zangief. We'll have to find out once we're actually in combat. Because I've tried to come in as blind as possible. That's why we spent so long in character creation last night. Our heroic act is Firearm Mastery.
So similar to Animal Crossing. Wow, Animal Crossing got dark from what I saw then.
Yeah, right? Gosh,
Imagine
they
if
changed.
they kept releasing updates to something like Animal Crossing till it eventually advanced the timeline to like Warhammer 40k.
Imagine the civilization gets so advanced it becomes Warhammer 40k. That would be quite something. So our soldier gains the ability to make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's fire rate, minimum 2, using the weapon attack that normally costs the least AP. I'm good, thanks. Is that just a honk of cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my honk of cheese. It's my emotional support cheese.
I see.
It's keeping me alive at the moment.
That's understandable. Gotcha.
Leave my cheese alone.
I will. Until the end of the soldier's turn, their first attack against each new enemy automatically scores a critical hit, and the soldier immediately reloads their current weapon. I think that sounds awesome. The Desperate Measures version of that is that starting from the next round of combat, and until the end of combat, the soldier's AP is reduced by -1. So, I mean, I'm not really specializing in anything. This is going to make me much more of an all-rounder than the other two options. But I think I like that. I think that means I can spec in the directions that I feel are needed or that I feel are most effective.
What's interesting I found is that this screen, the one you're looking at right now,
Yeah.
I never saw when I was making a character.
Oh. Yeah? You didn't click on the little thingy-mabobs here?
No.
Oh, that makes sense. It's not immediately obvious.
I didn't even see them, because I only hovered over the middle, and that doesn't show up unless you hover over closer to the edge.
Right, yeah.
See?
Yeah, oh,
I didn't even see that was there.
Oh, interesting. Weird.
Which seems strange. You would think you would want to highlight that there's more detail, but
Yeah.
apparently not.
I guess keep it simple, and if you really want to dig in, I mean, eventually you notice. Especially because you can't click on these ones. Now, it is unfortunate that I don't get the choice of Grand Strategist here, because I do think that's a really nice one. But just as an all-rounder, I think Soldier works out a little bit better. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm happy with. Now, stats.
We found out only just today that the stats work very differently from 5e.
Well, for me it was last night, and then I told Hemmy today.
What? We found out from a friend today.
That you have to roll under the...
Yeah.
I was telling you that.
No.
Yes.
I don't remember. Anyway,
I said I learned from
we found out this
Chad
morning
last night.
from a friend that you have to roll below the number you see here.
Yes.
Which is why having the stats higher is better, because that gives you a more likely threshold to have rolled below.
Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense. It's just a little bit backwards from D&D. We roll a D100, and we have to roll below this number. So here we have a 30% chance of succeeding, essentially. Now, weapon skill is for melee and close combat. Ballistic skill is our accuracy with all forms of ranged weapons. So I definitely think I want to be speccing into that. The other one that seems to be our big important one is, of course, intelligence. Affects all sorts of skill usage. I also think we want perception.
Because it's also accuracy, right?
Yes. It affects the awareness skill and reduces the character dodge chance. However, I don't have too many points now because I also want some agility. And agility improves our initiative. And I feel like if we really...
Sorry, go ahead.
If we really need to support the team, put that defensive thing down, I want to be going early. I don't know if the combat is... the turn-based system is character by character or team by team. And if it's character by character, I want to make sure I've got decent initiative. So, I would really appreciate some insight here from you who have had more time with the game. Stooge, looking at you. Does this look reasonable? I don't...
Whoa. Okay, well, the screen went black for us for a second there. There we go. She back.
I'm back.
On the plus side, we know that was the screen, that wasn't the computer.
Yeah, ooh. We're still here. Very good. Thank you, Zangief. So, sorry, Zangief, you said You think if we really want an all-rounder, we should name them Sir Kill? Why? Why Sir Kill? Nothing happened on stream. This is good. I looked over and the computer was okay. It was just my monitor, so that's good. Now, I don't need to be like super munchkin-y, but I do find it interesting that we actually can't reduce stats. We just had the pool to put in.
We can't drop them below what they start.
But does this look like an accurate kind of, or at least a decent stat spread? The Vicious Sir Kill? All-rounder circle. But I see.
Very good.
Yeah.
Approved.
Gotcha. I think this looks okay. We are subbing our int for fellowship as soon as I can. For what you wanted to do, it looks fine. That's all I needed. Thank you, Stooge. As long as I'm not like specking into something completely irrelevant. I am a bit sad that perception is down, but I'm hoping our Voidborn passive really puts in a little bit of work.
It's going to do some heavy lifting.
Yeah, in terms of boosting our hit chance. Now we get a ship, which I didn't even read into it all last night because I was so overwhelmed. The Sword Class Frigate is a classic combat ship design, proven in thousands of battles, combining decent firepower, high speed, and respectable survivability. So, solid all round, by the sounds. Estimated dimensions 1.6 kilometers in length. Goodness gracious.
Shillong.
I like the design, though. I really like the design.
It's very gothic, sort of Victorian era cityscape almost in the middle.
It's curious, right? Like, this looks
with
very...
the spires and the, like, golden light coming through the many windows.
Very castle or very grand sailing ship style. Hopefully the respec is actually a thing so you can change things a bit later. Do you think I'll need to, Stooge? And Zangief, as someone who has never seen this game before, you think it looks great. Thank you, Zangief. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Crimson, speed, firepower, we might survive. Well, hey, my character has a history of surviving these things, so I'm sure we'll be okay. Ship doesn't make an appearance until Act 2, and you're holding out hope that it does base building. And stuff better than CRPGs. Okay, interesting. So we don't need to stress, and that makes me happy. I do think we should name it Unforgiven. Daring Destiny is quite the ship name. Destiny Hunter. That's a good name. Meh. Charybdis? Seeker's Heaven? Meh. Destiny Hunter was pretty great. Redemption Inexorable. Inexorable. First Forged. Meh. Oh, we're going round now. Okay. Unbound Avarice? Righteous Absolution. Oh, maybe we're not. Ignis! I liked Destiny Hunter. That was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you think? You didn't?
I don't know why we're hunting our cam girl, but I'm glad we'll find her at some point.
Why are we hunting a cam girl?
Her name's Destiny.
Yeah, but Destiny is a thing.
Oh. I've been doing it wrong.
The ship has very Mortal Engines vibes. What is Mortal Engines? And Stooge, you do know you can get upgrades for the ship and weapons to improve void combat. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay, Destiny Hunter she is. And this is us! Oh dear! I do know what I'm going to call us.
Oh.
We are Shiloh.
Why?
This is inspired by the very first dog I had. She was a very bossy German Shepherd. And she was great. She didn't take shit from anyone. So...
Shiloh it is.
Shiloh it is. Great name for a battleship is the Broken Drum. You can't beat it! Oh, Oh, Crimson. So I really like this. I feel like it's all very thematically fitting. Our entire life has been on void ships, dealing with these void storms, and ending up a little worn and torn from it. Shiloh, not very Shido. Oh, you guys are on it with the wordplay at the moment.
I don't know what you fed Jet.
Right? What have you guys been eating?
Usually it's me doing these.
Yeah. So, lived our lives on void ships. There's been reality-altering processes of warp travel. In many cases, our features are drawn, which they are indeed. We might have some speech or gait strangenesses that set us apart from others. And I think it'll be quite fitting because do you still want to make a Void 1 character?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'll let you keep munching.
My cheese is important.
And I feel like maybe we recruit Hemmy because we've worked with him before on ships and stuff. Navy officer, we then worked our way to being in charge of void ships. Yeah?
Just imagining, like, we didn't serve together on the same ship. I was one of the engineering gremlins that you were like, I like that gremlin.
Yeah, but you're a psyker, so surely you stand out.
Can serve, mistress. Like a little 40k golem.
Very good. I like this one.
What kind of cheese I got? Honk. Honk of cheese.
Honk of cheese.
Cheddar cheese,
Yeah,
specifically.
I think it's just cheddar.
Yeah. It was just the first thing I saw in the fridge and I wanted a snack.
We've braved warp storms without casualties amongst our crew. The things we've seen have left marks on our souls. I like it.
I'm so excited for my character.
Yeah, me too.
It's going to be a hot minute, I suspect, though. I'm just glad we're done with the character creator. We actually get to jump in the game.
Yes. Are you proud of me? I got through it reasonably
I am proud
quickly.
of you. I'm actually going to quickly get up just so I can move the blanket off this chair.
Oh, okay.
It's going right up my butt.
Oh. Kinky. In the void, we saw strange and unbelievable things. One of them we hired.
One of them we kept in the dungeon.
Very good, Crimson. And Stooge, you're keeping your wordplay PG. I appreciate. Very good. Oh, press any key. Oh, that's going to catch me out. We may... Oh! Here we go!
Look, he's giving you a graduation scroll.
Oh, yeah!
This does look like your graduation.
It's formal enough for it. Whoa! What
Servitors.
on earth are those?
They're little skulls.
Are they?
Yep.
What is happening here? Wow, this is a huge event.
It is. It's a graduation.
Yeah, I guess I'm a very special graduate. This place is massive. Oh, that's
you.
Whoa!
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Okay, that's quite quiet.
Yeah?
Yeah, did you not think so?
It sounded pretty good to me.
Compared to the music, that seemed quite quiet. So choices in dialogue were in dialogue. Here you can learn more about the current events, influence the character you're speaking to, or even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options are selected on the right. Select a reply by clicking left mouse button. Wonderful. I like the setup with the dialogue here and then us with our dialogue options here.
That's good to know, Zengi. Thank you.
It sounds good? Oh, fantastic. Okay, thank you, Zangief. I appreciate that. Infinity, good to see you. How are you doing? I am just going to see... Okay, it is max. I might turn music volume down a smidge.
Yeah, there you go.
There
See
we
how
go.
that does.
Yeah. Okay. So, we have quite the outlook here. Have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me?
You dare disturb my brooding.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. I feel like for now we will be civil. Truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor. To inspire awe and reverence.
This makes
For it
sense.
is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
Did you have a point, or did you just come over here to vent?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias.
Oh.
I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
What did he say his name was?
Voigtveer.
Voigtveer? Bows his head and focuses his attention
Conrad Voigtveer.
to us. Man, he really came in with quite the long monologue in order to introduce himself.
Who works for Rogue Trader Theodora van Valencias.
Yeah, Master of Whispers is an interesting title. I wonder what that means. You can hover your cursor over highlighted words. Wonderful, I really appreciate that.
I don't know why your character in my head has more of like a southwestern accent.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the smoking?
I think it's the Shiloh. The name Shiloh
Oh.
to me is very southwestern.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. So, Rogue Trader is a subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. This is fascinating to me, the fact that Rogue Trader is hereditary. A rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Like, what happens if you're a really bad explorer?
Well, I guess then it isn't passed on because you got lost and died.
I guess so.
So, again, from
Yeah.
what we heard, these titles were originally bestowed by the God King Emperor himself. But later, you know, once he was just a corpse on a chair, they were given out by higher members of his clergy, church, government thing.
Right.
So they don't seem to be given out very often, which is probably why you were tracked down as a very... You'll see.
Okay, we'll see. Master of Whispers sounds like a spy master. It definitely does, Zangief. That would be my guess. So true, Conrad. So true. Many manifestations of sublimity are tragically peccable. Beautiful. Well, in kind, we will respond, Commodore Shiloh van Maynard, Lord Captain of Jusus's Blessing.
My regards, Lord Captain.
Oh, yes.
Though
Yeah, use my
I
title.
should refrain from addressing you thus, well, aboard this vessel.
We're on a
With all
ship?
due respect, Commodore.
Voigtveer smiles faintly, but you were not sure if it is directed at you.
I don't
Well,
like...
who the fuck else
Yeah,
are
I
they?
don't like this guy's attitude.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other
Bless you.
candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house.
Excuse me?
Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Excuse you? This seems
So-
very sudden.
You say I am the Rogue Trader's heir, but there's another candidate. That's what I'm most curious about.
Oh, yeah, one of the rogue traders as. This is very
They better
sudden.
do the Joker thing of breaking a pool cue and letting us have Adam and just doing it out that way, rather than some bullshit go find the MacGuffin on the planet.
Oh, yeah, I wonder. You gotta sleep now, all Zingy. We will miss you. Have a wonderful night. Thank
What's a
you for coming
gilf?
by. Good luck. Have fun.
Oh.
Come on,
Alright.
Hemmy. You've been around the gaming scene long enough.
Gross.
Infinity says, bless you. Okay, well, let's see. Is there another candidate? But I also want to say, I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it. This is very confrontational.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I
feel like I'm being scammed.
Just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
Like, imagine you're just approached by some random smirking dude.
I'm just gonna go turn off the air conditioning. You keep
Okay,
going.
thanks.
I'm
Like, you get invited to a party, and you're approached by some random smirking dude. He goes, yes, I am the servant of her lady mistress, and you now serve her too. And you're like, excuse you?
Isn't that how I approached you originally?
No.
The Lord's captain.
Hey, I'm your tank.
On Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
I definitely
Oh,
feel...
we're free.
Ooh! Oh, look at all of this! By the right of blood. Oh,
It looks like just journal
follow
updates.
Journal update, okay. Neat. The UI looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Can we save? We can. Conrad Werner? Oh, different guy. So change your point of view. Use the move the camera. Very good. Very Pathfinder controls. Rotate. Ooh.
Yeah,
We
you
can
get to
rotate.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
That's
Got
the first
it.
thing I did as well.
Ah, marvelous.
Have a look at the crowd down below you.
Oh, oops.
It's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. Who are they waiting
I
for?
want to see what's through the door.
Yeah, right. I want to see who they're waiting for. Fascinating. Then we have our defensive ability here. Interesting. We've got the hotkey buttons. We've got a stub revolver. Feels very un-epic, but I'm sure that will change. 7 to 11 damage, 15% armor penetration. 1 AP is very nice. I appreciate that. We've got our brace for impact and our run and gun. Neat! Okay. Fabulous. Oh, hello.
Interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Some icons allow you to study objects, other will transfer the character to neighboring locations or launch a small event. These icons become visible when your character is standing close enough to the interactive object. Click left mouse button on the icon to perform the associated action. Some interactive objects, such as doors or chests, are not always marked with icons, but the cursor changes when you hover over them. Hover your cursor over the object. If the cursor changes, the object is interactable.
Gotcha.
Hold tab to highlight objects your character can interact with.
All right. Very nice.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a man in the chair.
There is indeed. There's a couple of people in the chair here. Crew officer. Okay, all just
You are
crew
almost
officers.
exactly to where I got.
Okay,
I got down
perfect.
the hallway from here.
Aha! There's our character. Now, I thought we'd hidden helmets. Oh,
do you-
look at this! Heretical, dogmatic, iconoclast?
Belief in the value of human life and freedom. Faith in the power of goodwill, capable of overcoming the horrors and dangers of the universe without the need for artificial prohibitions. The desire to seek out common ground and compromise farther than uncompromising destruction. Or rather than uncompromising
That's what I want to be. That is what I want to be doing. Hemmy's tanking brings all the girls to the yard. It does, though.
Well, it brought one very specific girl to the yard.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that was the one I wanted anyway.
Crimson, you wonder how many skull icons you have on a screen at the same time? A lot. Yeah, I get the feeling Warhammer and skulls are pretty synonymous.
They are. That was something I found playing Darktide. No matter what the technology or machine or device or whatever it was, even just a shirt, it could have been designed to not have a skull, but instead was specifically designed to have as many skulls as possible.
Yeah. This is a wonderful character screen. I'm loving this. We've got all our stats.
I like how it's printed out like it's a report.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is really, really nice. This feels like a good evolution of what they played around with Pathfinder.
Oh. Oh, look at her go.
She looks awesome, but I want to be able to hide the helmet. Where's the helmet? Ooh,
Oh, there it is.
Here we go. There we go.
Hey.
Hey. Now we're looking good.
Feels luxurious.
It does, doesn't it, Crimson? You wonder... sorry, I did read that. So, let's investigate. A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource incredibly valuable aboard a void ship. I find it interesting that we're on a ship. Hello, friends. Oh, Technomat. Lay people interfacing with the operation of sacred mechanisms disturbs...
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
All right,
Are
thanks,
you just
Charlotte.
telling that to the Technoman?
Okay, everyone just approaches people and
Imagine
delivers
wandering up to some
exposition.
minimum wage worker and going, I have a taste for adventure. Just whispering in their ear. Sir, this is a Denny's.
Yeah. In the name of the Omnisire, refrain from further profane acts. Oh, I'm not supposed to be interacting with her?
Yeah, because she's
bad.
basically a tech wizard.
Oh,
So we're
I
not
see.
supposed to be interfering.
Ooh, look at this.
Ooh.
Show data.
Oh, it's future Twitter.
Oh, wonderful. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has been tripled. Oh no, I'm sorry. Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen above the
Oh,
cognitive.
look, that one's like, what the fuck, dude?
Sorry, pressing buttons. You're on several kilometers of ship. They've got some room. That's very true, Crimson. You think RT was much less front-loaded, Rogue Trader has much less front-loaded complexity compared to Pathfinder, which is excellent. That is very good to hear. The sacred... Oh, okay, I've interfered again. More incomprehensible information. You can make out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds, among with other numbers. I'm surprised we were allowed to interact with that then. Who else do we have? Noble guests? Who is this? Oh my goodness, what are
Quite
you
the
doing?
skirt.
It is quite the skirt. It's quite the bowing. A candlelit altar with a copy of the 2348th volume of the Lex Imperialis. The Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium. Are you supposed to worship those?
Man,
Okay.
Always keep your eye
being
on the
so
prize.
into civil law that it's your religion.
Yeah.
Attorney Wu would be proud.
Attorney Wu would be proud. I was just thinking. So, who are you? Oh, you're Conrad.
Oh, so we were supposed to
Okay.
follow him. Convenient. Hello.
We were. Okay.
We were totally
Through the door.
following you. That's what we were doing.
That's what we were doing. Whoa! Oh my goodness, do we have
One of
cinematics?
the Fon Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
To see all of their trophies.
That
Lovely.
one dude going ham on the box, he's having a great time. Look at him go!
Look at him go!
The other dude's trying to fix the nonsense that was done.
Yeah, oh,
shit!
shit!
He had enough of the hammer guy.
What? Who and what are they? Servitors?
I mean, that's what you get for just hammering on this dude's box.
Oh my lord. Did you guys want to start shooting earlier? Damn.
So, this is the point I got to. I haven't played past this interaction.
Awesome.
Or past this battle, I mean.
Okay. So, I think what would be really interesting is... Sorry, first let's read this, catch up on chat. Stu, do you think... Oh, I did read that. Toffee, it is good to see you. How have you been? And comes in Lady Theodora. Well, I was going to make you my heir, but then you bothered all my tech wizards, and I decided... and you decided to believe in the value of human life. Yeah, well, I mean, you know... Was that wrong? You've been ambushed. The battle begins. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you'll have to face enemies of all kinds. These hints and tutorials will familiarize yourself with the combat system of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Click the button at the top of the screen to start the battle. This one?
Well, no, we have to complete the tutorial first.
That makes
There you go.
sense.
There we go.
Aha! Oh, this is nice.
I guess
Gives
it
you a
allows
bit
you
of
to
time.
just start, look around, see what has aggroed on you.
Yeah, I
If
like
it wasn't
that.
a little cinematic.
Can I save? I can. Now, Hemmy. Would you like to try to join?
Yeah, but do we have another person?
I don't know.
I can tell you, you don't control Conrad.
Okay, well, maybe we'll wait till we've got someone we can control. Start
yeah.
the battle. Oh, I thought that was us for a second. I was like, that was not my choice.
Also, these guys do
Oh.
some stupid damage compared to what you do, so don't let them get
Holy
close.
shit. Okay, I see. What did he just do?
Analysis.
Joint analysis. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on the grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a cell within the highlighted area, double-click to move a character there. I like the double-click, because single-click can lead to some very bad misclicks. Movement points determine... Oh, I just the UI elements are so thematically on point. I love them. Determine how far a character can move on their turn. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell on the field. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2 MP. I like that. Okay. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to their maximum value. Note that once a character starts moving, this action can no longer be cancelled. Skull in the movement bar, check. Wayak. And Toffee, you still enjoy living in Japan? That's good. I'm glad to hear. Hopefully Jay will make his way over in a few months. That would be excellent. Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing about it. We've been good. A lot more chill since we finished Baldur's Gate, but I think this might be the next big game, depending. Hopefully it's good. But we've definitely been quite excited about it. So, this guy's melee, which makes me think that trying to get behind cover really isn't going to benefit me at all. I could just shoot him. I could shoot him 4 times, I assume. This is a 1 AP thing. Where do I see my AP?
It's on the
Here.
right-hand side, yep.
Okay, interesting. I would have switched them, but good to know. And I wonder how much movement he has. I reckon we go forward. So we need to go forward like 2 squares.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
To make attacks and use abilities in combat, a character must spend action points, or AP. Their total is displayed on the panel at the bottom of the screen. Every attack or ability has a certain AP cost associated with it. The number of squares next to the icon of attack actions and other abilities indicates their AP cost. Oh, okay, I got it.
Oh, okay.
At the start of each character's turn, their AP is restored to their max. That's good. To attack, first click mouse button on single shot icon on the weapons panel at the bottom of the screen. Hover the cursor over an enemy. A tooltip will appear showing your character's chances of hitting the enemy and the possible damage you can do. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Click mouse
nice.
button on the enemy to fire. The amount of damage your character deals depends on the parameters of the weapon they are using. Oh,
Sorry.
I lost where
Here.
I was. The effectiveness of the shot depends on the distance between the character and their enemy. When you target an enemy with a single shot, you will see 2 areas denoting the weapon's effective and maximum firing ranges. Okay,
Interesting. Okay.
good to know.
Yep.
Certain abilities in the game are considered attack actions and can only be used once per turn, unless affected by special talents, such as the one you took. If a character performs an attack action, they will not be able to attack again and will lose their remaining movement points. Oh, so you have to move first, unless something special happens.
Okay.
Which explains the other thing of why you would be given another turn with only movement.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You go in, attack, and then
We've
are able
been so
to get
used to
out.
Baldur's Gate with move and attack at your leisure.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. Once we attack, we can no longer move, which does change the strategy I was about to employ here. I was going to move into attack range and then run away from this melee dude. But that does not seem to be...
You can always hide behind the other guy that's there.
Yeah. Okay, so here we've got our normal range within these lines, and then
Within
we've
the
got
reds.
maximum range here,
With the dotted reds.
which means I only have a 50% chance of hitting him if I go there. If I move forward, I then have an 85%. That's pretty big.
For 11 to 15 damage.
Yeah, okay, that's not bad. That's...
Ooh,
14 damage is really good.
he's almost dead.
So, even though it costs 1 AP, do I only get to shoot once?
Yeah, because as it just said, you only get 1 attack per turn.
Gotcha.
Unless you're
Okay.
affected by something like your ability, which is run and gun.
Run and gun. I mean, I might as well use it now, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's see. So
So now you can attack again.
now I should be able to attack again.
Who? if
And
not
ideally, I can keep attacking.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
No, I think you can only
No?
do run and gun once.
Oh. This is... Oh, their next attack costs minus 1 AP and does not count towards the attack.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that was next attacks.
Limit per turn.
Okay. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. In that case, I'm going to use Brace for Impact. Oh, I did not get to choose...
That's not the animation I would expect.
No.
Well, I assume it's because you don't have anyone else in the party.
Oh,
It's
I
just
guess that
you.
makes sense.
You have
yeah.
allies, but not anyone you're directly in charge of.
I thought I'd be able to pick like the squares, but either it's on me
on you,
or I
yeah.
choose a target. Your character's just missed. To increase hit chance, equip your character with a decent weapon. Thanks, haven't had that choice. Place them on a vantage point. Abilities and talents that improve the weapon skill characteristics will help you hit more often. For improved marksmanship, learn talents that increase perception and ballistic. Got it. Crimson, you already need a mod for this game. Every single skull in the UI, you can click on its nasal cavity to make it go boop. That's quite the specific mod, Crimson. It does seem nice that when you're in turn-based mode, everyone is in turn-based mode. Glares at BG3. Well, BG3, everyone's in turn-based mode in that area. But it's like that so that you can accommodate multiplayer. Because imagine one person gets into combat across the map while you're
just doing your own
looting.
thing. Yeah.
That would be the most frustrating thing in the world. Remember that your skills also cost AP, so you need to be mindful of what skills you use. Yes.
I don't think
got
that
it.
one costs
That one's
AP.
0 AP. Sometimes you use skills and then don't leave enough AP to actually attack. I will try to keep that in mind, Stooge. Not a problem
Good to know.
currently, because we don't have many skills.
That's definitely going to be something we will run into, despite your warning. And it's not because we aren't listening to you. We're just that short attention span.
But I think it's always easier to do, like cancelling concentration in BG3. Oh, mate. You needed to hit that one. Oh, you should be able to survive, maybe? No, they are squishy.
That was
oh my
far less
lord.
damage, though.
Yeah. Now, I only have 20 health.
Oh, good job with your analysis, fuckwit. I'm glad you're real here to participate.
So, can I investigate this guy? I can. Malfunctioning servitor. Wounds is, in fact, HP. Deflection, armor. Oh, jeez.
So long as you can hit him with something right now, he will die.
Yeah.
Because your minimum damage is higher.
Here we go. Effects. He has injury?
Which does what?
Who knows? He's been exploited by Conrad at the start of the turn. Oh, Conrad's an operative. So if Conrad hits him, then he takes more damage, but that didn't happen. Fresh injury is received from a trap or sudden large amount of damage. That will be all the damage he just received. Okay, neat. That's very handy. You still keep doing it to yourself, Stooge. Yeah, the amount of times we accidentally cancelled concentration in BG3, despite knowing better, was staggering.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Crimson, not so. You enter turn-based mode to pick pockets, and people just keep blithely strolling through the crime scene. Ah, I see. Right. Yeah, that does make things difficult. In the beta version, you could actually fight a captured space monster that escapes instead of the servitor. Whoa, I imagine that would be
maybe
kind
it still happens. We don't
of
know.
tricky, yeah.
I'll see to it perfect.
Now, I should have paid more attention. That looked like there was less hit chance.
What's
Maybe with him being so
suspiciously
close?
poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
What would be the point of attacking a rogue trader, though?
Kill off the dynasty, take the rogue trader charter for yourself.
I guess?
I don't know. I don't know enough. We'll
Yeah.
find out. Oh, hey guys. I thought those were enemies at first. You are now further than I have been.
Okay, spread out. No one's allowed to enter the
I'm
premises.
afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
I still feel like I'm being hazed or something.
Yeah,
This
this
is
feels like
the weird
you're gonna go
sudden
and meet her
intro.
and she'll go, "You survived my servitor attack.
Yeah.
What a bitch."
Joint analysis. Why analyze just their knees? Well, if you analyze their knees, then you can get them shot in the knee, and then they cannot continue their adventuring days. Open the map.
Oh, dear. You haven't even played Skyrim.
Yeah, but I know that one so well. I have played Skyrim, in fact.
That's true, actually. You have.
Yeah.
Just not tons, but that's okay. That counts.
Yeah. I have been there. Ooh.
I've been there.
The wires in the servitor's head are still smouldering. It would seem the cause of this malfunction was Oh, am I going to be under suspicion because I messed with those things?
That would be great.
Tarantula security gun constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Sentry gun, even.
Using standard template construct in the manufacturums of Kiava Gamma. Oh, those are all the trophies, which I don't care about. Lemon Rust Battle Tank, reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Vortschon.
Is there money to be made?
If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priests. Damn! Oh my goodness. Okay, that's brutal. Whoops, ninja'd. And Crimson, it's true, you can't tell you how many adventures you dispatched with an arrow to the knee.
Can you see what those relics are on those little obelisk
I
things?
always have a backup plan.
I think it's green
A
crystal.
low hum can be heard coming from the artifact.
Huh.
We got some pink Himalayan salt going on over here.
Yeah.
A strange object that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted, a sign that something.
It has been underwater. What is this? This looks like a ghosty thing.
Stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue, as if someone has captured a piece of turbulent sea within the rock. That's pretty cool,
Whoa, that
actually.
is very cool.
I'd love that.
Yeah. Maybe they're friendly tech priests? I don't know if that seemed friendly, Crimson.
A massive golden amalgam interspersed with gold, sparkling flecks.
Yeah, pretty. I guess she's just picked this up from different planets.
If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact.
Cool.
Rise to the top, or get left in
A
the
violet
dust.
alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are visible on the surface. It's an iPhone.
Just more trophies, I guess, from her rogue trader
I always
travels.
keep my options open.
Weird flex, but okay. That
That's
was
good.
the best one so far. Excellent.
Very good,
It
Crimson.
makes me happy and angry I didn't think of it first.
Let us not dawdle.
Let us not dawdle. Where?
All these folk.
Look at there's so many people.
Whoa, there's
Oh
a
my
big
goodness.
window or something.
Yeah. Oh, shit. The lifts carrying people around the decks move with loud grinding noises. This is some...
Whoa!
Whoa! Oh my goodness. Well, these little
Keep your wits
cinematics are
about
quite the step up for Owlcat. I feel. Deck Enforcer.
You think them working on this game, they saw 3 months ago when Baldur's Gate came out and they went, oh
money?
shit. Oh no.
I doubt it, because if they weren't following Larian's methodology in the first place, then I doubt a small team like Owlcat
Always
would
have a
have
backup plan.
changed things around. Ooh, is that where we need to be headed? Oh, I guess we're headed in. Absolutely. Look at her! Edelthread. Okay, we're no longer voiced. That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Oh, is this not?
I think it's a dude.
I think it's a dude. This might be you.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says the man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension, his face, half of which is covered by sin
Sinskin.
is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, practically an admission of heresy. Okay.
Assimilation into the trade structure. That's Theodora?
Goddamn.
Wow.
Look at her
She's got
go.
the eye.
She's got vacuum head.
We're practically a shoo-in. We get her other eye. The tall, grey-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson. Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Adelthred?
With Ion the 6th?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Ion the 6th. I do think I should have a look around the room.
It's your character, you make
Yeah.
a choice.
Well, I want to hear what you think.
Well, I think that with how militant these people are about rules, it might be more respectful to simply stay there and listen.
That's
rather
true.
than being like, yo, bitch, I'm here to talk.
Yeah, that's what I don't really want to just rock into this clearly private conversation and interrupt.
Well, it's not that private, but also interrupting someone who is essentially a lord of some kind.
Yeah, very
Probably
much.
not the best decorum.
Very much. I like this. This is very gothic-y looking, but with all the tech screens in between. That's very cool. Sounds like a great cybernetic eye that's flashing red all the time. Quite distracting, I would imagine.
Yeah, imagine trying to sleep, and
Yeah.
your own vision wakes you up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to survey the room. Your first impression of Adelthred, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast, to Adelthred, Theodora van Valencius's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference of status between her and Adelthred. Behind the two of them, you see two more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing, who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other, a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons. Our second candidate has joined us. The dry female voice and powerful feeling of being watched force you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive. Shiloh, approach and give me your answer.
4. We were listening.
Humans in 40k are very into Gothic architecture and stuff, Stooge. You know what? I'm getting that feeling.
Yeah.
Just a little something. I'm not sure what it is. Might be old Gothic architecture.
Oh, passive skill tests.
Would you mind reading that for me?
Your character's skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected for each given passive skill test.
Nice.
So if I'm reading that correctly, you have to pass the test and then you can say the thing. But if you
see
fail
the
the
options.
test, does nothing change, or do you just go, I don't know how the Xenos work?
I think it's more like there are normal options like this, and if you succeed the roll, you suddenly see additional options. See, like these are all your normal dialogue options, and these are our special ones because we succeeded the rolls.
Oh, I see. We
Yeah.
already succeeded.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought pressing
It
that would
seems
then
passive.
initiate the roll.
Yeah, I really
Okay,
like that
okay.
it's passive, actually. So we don't try, we don't see the options and then try. It's more that there is the option there, it does a hidden check, and then it shows those to you, which is kind of neat. Got it. So Theodora says, consider this hypothetical situation. Ion the 6th. A new world... Oh, Ion 6? A new world on the fringes of the Cronus expanse. High seismic activity. Regular magma eruptions. Metamorphic rock deposits. Prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? And Stooge, sometimes you get to choose an option that requires a skill check on the fly. Neat! Okay, so there's a mix. That's really cool. I guess we'll see how that plays out, but I like the sound of it. So we know enough about Xenos Oh, look at that.
So from what I understand, Xenos
sorry.
are their word for aliens.
Yes, yeah.
So we're just being like, could be aliens, bro.
So look, we can see our roll, I think, or our chance to succeed.
Unknown.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what this is actually showing us. Did we have like a guaranteed chance to do this, maybe?
Well, it says chance is 73 less than 100%. What the fuck does that mean?
I think as long as we rolled under 100, we succeeded.
So the
Because
chance
this is
would
our
be
skill
100%?
value. The difficulty modifier was 60, and that's over 100. So
Oh, yeah.
this
So we couldn't have failed.
This
Okay.
was guaranteed. I think we rolled 73. Here, it looks like we rolled 1, I assume. Crimson, I'm not saying it was aliens, but aliens, bro. Those spirits could very well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. Ooh, that's an interesting one. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Iron 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so. No, I don't want to risk human life. Yeah, I very much want to try to be as good as possible. As good as we can in this very, very cruel world. So let's see. Those spirits could well be the natives' names for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Ion the Sixth engages in Xeno worship. Theodora arches an eyebrow. Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor. This you.
Oh. Aethelthred scoffs. Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you, Shiloh, are simply unaware of their existence.
Well,
Okay,
I mean,
Dick,
yeah,
I wasn't given that information, was I?
yeah, I gave a straight answers to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. Oh, shit!
Holy
Get fucked,
shit!
Idle
I love that. Whoa! Yeah.
Whoa. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences.
I do
Oh,
like that
fuck.
as well.
Oh, damn, that's much more
That's-
on the nose, get fucked.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one is, you're not even worth the space
Yeah.
you occupy.
I think I prefer this because it would seem we're in the presence of a rogue trader who potentially outranks us, and we don't want to. This seems to be someone who serves her. We maybe don't want to be quite so blunt.
Yeah.
But also, I think we want to put this guy in his place. So, I find your tone most disagreeable. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or you will live to regret the consequences. Shut your mouth. Player selected. Shots fired. Absolutely.
Idlethrad tilts his head.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, Shiloh, and yet I am forced to endure such
Uh-huh. You want to continue?
slap.
Yeah. Adelthred. Theodora's tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments for his purview? In his purview?
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I got the hots for the thoughts, and I forgot the time.
Adelthred bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing another look.
Bye, bitch!
I've never thought in my life got the hots for the thoughts. I don't know where that one came from, but it amused me greatly.
That was quite the inspired improv.
I like
it. Very good. You can't make an omelette without psychically obliterating a few eggs.
That's true. Yeah.
I agree.
Or accidentally setting them on fire with your mind.
Words of wisdom, Crimson.
I want eggs now.
Theodora's gaze follows him as he leaves. Then she turns to you. So, Shiloh, why are you here? Well, she knows who we are, and she sent for us. What do you mean, why are we here? What?
I just like the mental image of her walking, or him, sorry, her watching him leave and going, that synth ass.
Gross. Oh, I just realized I'm covering up the portrait, but I'm not sure that's a bad thing.
That's us.
It's us.
If you're curious, if you want to move it real quick, the little portrait of Shiloh is down there.
Should I move us up here? What do you guys think is better?
It would be pretty good later on to put like a little gothic portrait around us there.
That would be neat.
So it's like we're a part of the UI.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
I feel like it kind of works with us covering the portrait, right? That is us. But also it's nice to see our portrait there.
Covering the portrait. Okay.
No title strikes terror into the hearts of heretics like Senior Congregator. I'll leave it down here. If you guys would like us to change it, or if we're covering text, just let me know.
But that's also why we're reading it, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it comes right to the end of the text, but I also don't know if this gets longer.
We'll have to see.
Okay. Was it not you who sent for me? I mean, honestly, I don't know just yet. I hope you will clarify that. Wayek, if nothing in-game shows up in the upper right corner, you'd say that's better. Yeah, okay, let's see what happens.
We'll see what the UI is like as we keep going.
Because I think there's a lot of combat stuff down here later. What is this? Bug report. Okay, nice.
Oh, that's a nice little UI thing. Just
is,
constant
isn't it?
access to... fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to close the game and get a hard crash just to be like, hey, by the way, this needs fixing. God, I feel like this should be in every game in the pause menu. Just quick bug report. This is broken. Keep going.
I like that. Theodora smiles wryly. Clarity, a luxury few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Are you going to tell me why I'm here? Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity.
God, she talks a lot.
She does. It's very Owlcat.
I do remember that quite vividly every time.
Do you remember
it would be a voice I was doing, and they'd go on a Wikipedia entry about their life story.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'd never see them again. And we'd go, was that worth it? Your only appearance was to tell us about your third cousin twice removed, and you've never said anything since.
Exactly. Do bugs even have skulls? I mean, that is their outside. It's their exoskeleton. We see their skulls all the time. My name is Theodora van Valentius Massimo of Scarus. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. Okay, it's good of you to tell me all of this. Why am I here? It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Did I ask? Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. Well, I guess that's why you would then want to inherit their title, right?
Yeah.
These are essentially royalty.
Of a galactic empire.
Yeah. The set piece, it really is beautiful. The game is looking superb.
It is. I'm also liking the vibes I'm getting so far.
The vibes are fantastic.
There's nothing like a good villain monologue to start your game off with.
That's true. It's a misleading job title. It sure is. Rogue Trader makes you think like you're a bit of a one-man unit, you know, you don't own much, you travel the galaxy.
But turns out you're space royalty.
Turns out you rule everything you see.
I guess this is the highest office any one human could hope to possess in this world, aside from, like, planetary governor. But even then, like she says, you couldn't have what I have.
Yeah, I mean, you risk your life to travel around, But at any point, it sounds like you could just be like, I've done enough exploring, I rule this area of space.
Space conquistador. Very good. Excellent.
Okay. Ba-dee. And you, Shiloh, are one of those with the von Valencius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. This is very sudden.
Also, one of?
Yeah, okay. Does that mean there are other heirs? Well, naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board. It does rather feel like she's just gathered us randomly and is going to throw us into a pit to fight to the death. Some of them have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Adelthrad? Oh, I'm going to enjoy beating his ass. Adelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulder. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. I don't know why.
All right.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful, if not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Theodora sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment. Alas, even those responsibilities at times can be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Voigtver served me for many years before he made his mistake. So did he also have this blood in our veins? Yeah, okay. Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you. His kinship is most distant, as is yours. Nevertheless, he does bear the name von Valencius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtver's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least. Shiloh's like, you have a good feeling about him? How odd. I feel his days are numbered. Yes, absolutely, Crimson. So, if you're satisfied with Adelthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why spend your time on me? Theodora shakes her head. Impatience? I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance, and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Adelthrad as my successor, I still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here in the Coronis Expanse. I feel like that's just asking for trouble.
What is that clip, Wayak?
Ooh, what was this? All right.
Can you put it on the big monitor? Actually,
Sure.
no, that'll show up in stream, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy beating his ass. Adelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon him. Very good.
Oh, I see. Is it because of me? Oh, yeah.
However, I have a good feeling about Your him face. as a candidate. I don't know why. Oh, I'm going to enjoy That's quite the face. I didn't realize you had such a reaction.
Yeah, well, all I heard as a reaction to him was, I'm gonna beat his ass.
Yeah, well. He was rude. I feel like this is a weird strategy for her, right? She could surround herself with any number of accomplished and talented people. Why specifically of that bloodline who have a vested interest in seeing her dead? It's like, I don't know, it's like if a king went and hunted down all of his bastard children and went, you are now all my advisors. And they all went, okay, well, we have claims to the throne, so, like, who's going to poison him? You know?
Yeah.
Does that not seem like a weird decision?
I guess we don't know how the system works enough
guess
yet.
so.
There might just be something that's like, you know, on their genetic code is imprinted their one true proof that they are the heir and you can't fake it. Or something.
Maybe.
We don't know yet.
Maybe something like that. Or they kind of have more of a societal thing where they go, only people with this blood are worthy, in a way.
Yeah.
You were once Lord Captain yourself, aboard your own little ship. I know everything there is to know about the life of this gargantuan beast, and its thousands of crew members. You know how fickle machine spirits can be, how weak-willed are the rabble from the lower deck, how a single tactical decision can turn the tide of a battle. Few people can claim to have such priceless experience that is so highly sought after in my calling.
What is a machine spirit?
That's a great question.
A spirit believed by the adherents of the cult Mechanicus to inhabit and control any technology in existence. So it's basically...
Really?
Yeah. I totally believe in this. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's because you happen to have a weird relationship with technology.
Yeah. It's got like a... It's got little rebellious streaks. Sometimes it likes you, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
I can see how that kind of religious thinking would potentially develop without proper education. Once you've got these incredible technological machines and you stop educating people about how they actually work. I can see people coming to the conclusion that there are just spirits in the machines. But I love that with our background, being born in the void, taking over a ship, being our own captain, we are a very natural fit for this kind of position.
Yeah.
And I love that they're recognizing that that's our background. I assume this text changes depending on...
Man, people actually
your background.
appreciating the skills you bring to a potential job. This must be fantasy.
Yeah. Only in video games. Better to have all your potential rivals nearby under your thumb rather than off in the distance. I mean, I guess, but
No, I'd rather them in the distance.
yeah, when you're out in space, like, would they even reach you? Played any combat? The smallest amount.
We
also...
killed one Borg.
We killed one Borg, Sonic. Good to see you. How you doing? Moreover, Theodore smiled slightly. Your courage has made you far more famous than you yourself probably recognize. True feats of heroism will forever live on in the annals of the Imperium and bring honor to the Von Valencius line. Neat. I like that she's recognizing what we've done. We're very accomplished in our own right, and I like that. So,
Can you scroll all the way down again?
yeah,
Thank you for clarifying. May I ask more of my questions now? Ooh.
I assume this continues.
Yeah.
Things. I don't know if I'm ready. This narratively feels very weird, very sudden, right at the start of the game when I don't even know why I would care about this. But let's go. Thank you for clarifying. Can I ask my questions? The Vox, piece of technology used to communicate over short distances or record sound. So a pager. Infinity L's are outruled by Imperial lore. AIs are outruled. Are they? By Imperial rule, and complex machines are just on the brink of it. But there's a church around technology with tech priests who attend to the machines. Well, that's intriguing. So they don't allow full AI, but technology's very nearly there, which is interesting. And they believe that there are spirits in those machines they must control. What a fascinating world. It's almost so advanced, it's too advanced for the people who live in it.
I feel that.
The Vox affixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Navigator translation, what are these things you speak of?
I've never been on a ship, help.
What a dialogue choice. She goes, yes, you are a captain. You know what this is like. That's why I brought you here. And we go, huh? Navigator? Translation? What? Well, I feel like she should know an incident took place on the officer's deck.
Yeah, I feel like that's below her notice, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now, what are my current responsibilities? That feels more relevant,
That does
like,
feel
you're
more
off to do
relevant.
shit. Am I just chilling?
Yeah. Surely there always... No, gross. So, Sonic, they had AI and all advanced technology, and then everything went wrong. Also, Vox is basically a radio. Okay, sweet. Like a walkie-talkie, I assume. Tech priests are probably one of your favorite parts of Warhammer, Sonic? Neat. It sounds fascinating. 40 years in the future, after all. They've had it all. Infinity, you're right. So, what are my current responsibilities? Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. And where's your ship headed? The Owlcat system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. The only three rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valencius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor.
Okay.
Okay. I set the course for Rykad on the demand. Theodora grimaces. She gives you a stern look, then shrugs. For a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet appraise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time. Sonic, they had it all, then they lost a good deal and were getting back to things, and then they lost it again thanks to Horus? What is Horus? Okay. Let's let her know that some servitors went berserk. I doubt she'll care, but we'll inform her. Especially if we're her aide now. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gala field. Does that protect us from the warp? I assume so. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all. Oh my lord, hello sir. This you.
Abelard?
Abelard.
That's an unfortunate name. My name is Lord Abelard. The grey-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look of cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, for the good Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such heresy amuses me. Idera eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators? Type of digital computer, okay. And unused compartments to make ignorant folk speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Okay.
Okay, well, no more questions. In that case, I shall head to... Theodora's vox awakens once more. This time you pick up shouting. The Lord Captain freezes, listening to the voxcast, then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at you. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may yet present itself, sooner than you may have anticipated. Are we being stormed by more... Oh my goodness! What is happening? Pirates! Oh dear! They do not look like the zombie boys earlier.
That is a lot of them, too.
That's a lot of
That's not like
pirates.
we snuck aboard. That's
No.
we've taken over the ship amount of pirates.
That's what the big door was open for, was to let all the pirates through. Initiative. All combatants act in turns and their order is determined by an initiative roll. Okay, so it's not team by team. I'm glad I spec'd into initiative. The order of turn... The character at the very bottom... Wait, what? Why would you do this? The character at the very bottom goes first. Then the one above them. And so on. I hate it. Why would you do this? Who goes, yes, up first? The person at the bottom. Okay, I mean, we can get used to it.
Refund.
Refund.
It's not that bad.
We'll get used to it. That's fine. Sonic, to put it simply, big civil war called the Horus Heresy, led by the eponymous Horus, son of the Emperor, and Horus is the first Space Marine Legion Primarch. Oh, crazy. Okay, so a big civil war kind of event. Yes, combat. So let's start battle. Kill them.
Anyway, I'm hiding.
Yeah. Well, she does. Oh,
Oh, good hit, bud.
Damn. Was that like a cleave?
Oh,
Damn. Oh, my goodness. Now, he may be in trouble, but...
Oh, he's fine.
Seems like he's quite tanky. Ooh. Alright, are they pure? Oh, that's us. I'm glad he missed. So the character line scrolls down. Yeah, that seems to be it. Infinity. Cover. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can hide behind is marked with a shield or a shield with a skull. When standing close to them, the character will automatically take up an advantageous position. In this case, the chance that enemy attacks will hit the cover and not the character behind them increases. The character will not receive a bonus if attacked from a side, not protected. Okay, very standard cover kind of rules. So this is half cover then, and this is full cover by the looks.
I guess so.
So I mean, this person could come around and flank us, but otherwise this seems like a solid
Better than
spot.
not having anything.
Absolutely. Let's move here.
And then shoot that guy.
And then shoot, let's see, was there anyone who was damaged? They're a bit far away, I reckon.
I think the guy who could flank you, that way
Oh, that's
he
a
can't
great,
flank you.
yeah, absolutely. And look, we can probably kill him. We can absolutely kill him as long as we hit.
Which
I
we have
like
an
that.
80% chance of doing.
Look, you can see the lines to the characters that are actually in range. Neat, okay. Oh, damn!
Holy shit.
That was awesome!
Critical hit.
Hey!
That deals increased damage equal to the character's critical damage stat. Critical's damage is 150% of normal damage, but however certain talents, effects, and abilities can increase it. Each weapon has its own critical damage stat, which is added to the character's total stat value during attack.
Nice. So what is this?
That was a lot of words to be like, crit damage is higher based on
Yeah.
this, or higher if you have more stuff.
What is this kill them ability that we got given?
Source Theodora
Plus-
ballistic skill.
Oh, so higher hit chance from her. Nice. Thank you, Theodora. I appreciate it. What is this bar here? Oh, is this momentum? What is this?
I don't know.
It's filling up.
We'll have to find out.
We will. I don't think I need to use run and gun, although it could be useful to get rid of another one of these.
It's up to you.
Sure, let's try. Why not?
Good as done.
Again, we're learning things. We might as well use the skills we have. That won't kill. This will, with an 88% chance
Let's
to hit.
do that one
Let's
then.
do that. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, satisfying. Okay.
very good.
Sweet. I'm happy with that. We'll end our turn there. Oh, hello. Oh, you're going after random Mort number 2. Very good.
It's a good thing these aren't competent pirates.
Right.
Oof.
I'm glad they didn't plan for this. What was
Holy
that?
shit. How much damage?
I want that. Holy shit, that cleave is amazing. I didn't think melee characters would be good. Oh my
God.
word. Okay. Okay, that's neat. Your character has received a... Yeah, okay, we got a buff. Yeah, got it. Now, do I still have run and gun? No, I'm winded. Okay. Is there just the one enemy left?
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, I think there is.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
In we go.
go shoot him in the face.
Now, I will say there is a little bit of clunkiness, but it's, for the most part, feels pretty good. Now, that's a 65% chance to hit, but I don't think I can do much more
No,
about it.
there's nothing else that can be done.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn!
look at you being useful. You've killed the most people thus far.
Pew, pew, pew!
Oh, except for melee guy. I think he
Yeah,
killed one.
melee guy cleaned shop. Getting the sense that no one here has heard of a stun setting.
This is not Star Trek.
No. Yeah. Oh, dear.
Theodora waves her hand in a commanding gesture.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse survive.
Wow.
Jeez. Okay, language, lady. The rogue trader turns her eyes to you. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, Not bad. I've seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Well, I have much experience.
Can you hover over warp? I want to see what it says about it. An alternate dimension of pure energy and madness, existing as a mirror to real space, also known as the Immaterium, the Empyrean, the Aether, the Sea of Souls, or warp space.
Oh my goodness, really? Yeah. That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
For warp. Okay, neat. I like the description of a mirror to real space. She looks at the Vox in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. Oh dear, someone's very dead. Let's say this. The incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what is transpiring now. Possibly. Quite likely. Theodora winces and flicks the switch on her Vox a few times. We will investigate that at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. What are your orders? She breaks eye contact with you. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arc Militant requires aid. Oh, he's stonk then.
What?
And be quick about it. Arc Militant is one of the archetypes we can get at level 16.
Oh, I didn't even remember that at all. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's Stonk Boy.
Stonk Boy. Neat. Find the Arc Militant. I have a tool which will allow me to check the status of distant compartments that are out of Vox contact, but we need to wait for Mort's results first.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to go help Mort.
Didn't he go through that door that the pirates came through?
I think he did. Never stops moving, light bounces off the orbits and figures representing celestial bodies. Okay, maybe that must be our navigational equipment. Is there any loot I can pick up? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, let's just... did he go this way? Okay, that's a lot of fighting. Which way am I supposed to be going?
Oh, probably the way that Mort went.
Which way did Mort go?
Right.
Oh, I knew that.
Well, I asked, didn't he go through the giant door that the pirates came through?
Yeah, I thought it was up here, that door, but I got turned around. Is this...
Oh, it's an elevator. Oh, maybe he didn't.
Maybe he didn't. Okay. Maybe he went off in this direction.
Is there a map? Can you press N?
Oh, yeah, there probably is.
Uh-huh. That doesn't help, actually.
Not the most useful of maps, I'm not gonna lie.
Let us not do.
The warp is basically hell space. Oh.
Yes, yeah. So I think it's where all the chaos demons live, right?
Whoa.
Can I go up? I don't think I can go up. Okay.
There's a lot of shooties.
There's a lot of shooties happening. Oh, these are like, what's it called? Bridges over...
Troubled water?
Like a bridge over... No, a drawbridge is exactly what I'm thinking of. A moat. A bridge over a moat. Thank you.
Okay, drawbridge
over a moat. Yeah. There we go. I got my words together. Thank you, Sonic. You saved me.
Keep your wits about you.
They ease your mind, Crimson.
It's like subspace in Star Trek. Okay.
There's subspace in Star
Trek?
Trek?
Fucked up by negative... Yeah, that's the thing in Star Trek. You don't remember this?
No.
Okay, well...
What was subspace? I don't remember that at all.
It's space, but it listens to a DOM.
Okay.
It's not like a separate dimension that they constantly show you and has shit in it. It's just a region behind space and time that doesn't follow standard space-time rules, meaning you can send faster than light signals through it. You can have a subspace bubble that allows you to have a separate little... Okay, so I'm going on a rant.
No, I know what you're talking about now. But when you said warp is like subspace, I was like, I don't remember anything that sounded like a chaos demon realm in Star Trek. So those two things do not correlate to me.
Right.
But, okay, I got you. That and the deflector. The deflector for what? Wait. And Sonic, the best thing you can come up with is more like Minecraft, Nether, Halo, slip space travel.
I get what you're saying with both of those things. I don't think either of those lands for Flewt.
No, not really. So we have to navigate the warp. So are you comparing the warp to Star Trek Subspace in that you can utilize it to travel faster?
I think I could be totally wrong.
But in this case, it's also infected by all these crazy chaos demons.
I think it's more of a dimension you actually travel to rather than something you're using when traveling faster than light. I think you genuinely disappear from normal space, enter the warp, and come out somewhere else.
Okay. The trick explanation for basically anything subspace or the deflector. Okay, gotcha, Wayek. Used to travel long distance. Okay, I think I'm understanding what you're putting down. So we travel faster than light by physically punching into a haunted hellspace of maddened ghosts and demons. But machines having spirits is a wacky idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole world seems very hypocritical, Crimson. Conrad lets out a sigh of relief upon seeing you.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Who's more?
Who's more? I don't know. I think that's you as well.
Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Ooh, he's being called out.
Conrad pointedly looks away from the arch militant to you.
Mort, pull yourself together.
The arch militant looks at you. What did the Lord Commander send you to? What? To chivvy us along.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
To, like, hurry us along.
To chivvy us along. We're all done here. I'll report right away. Molt pulls his Vox from his belt and hurriedly reports on the situation.
I wanted to help out. It's disappointing. Oh, hello. You guys arrived quickly.
I bet that's the Arc Militant right there.
That's the Arc Militant.
Oh.
That was Mort, who we were following.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a nerd.
The warp used to be peaceful. You think it was the space elves that fucked it up? Is that what we learned?
I have no idea. I didn't know anything about space elves or a peaceful warp. So this is all new to me.
Didn't the space elves only spawn one of the chaos gods? As far as I'm aware. You believe it was this way before any of the modern races, Sonic. It was called the War in Heaven, fought between space frogs and robot Egyptians.
Problem is, this setting is so weird, I don't know if you're fucking with us or not.
I don't know if you're trolling or not. That is wild. The Arc Militant giving big bag boy from The Simpsons. Alright, Theodora says, Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officers' decks, and my Arc Militant just destroyed several heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report.
Conrad Poker.
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium? From the Engineerium regarding any Geller-held failures. Field.
So
Gellerfield
must be what protects us from the war.
Yeah, it's yeah, okay.
But communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. He does a thing. The madmen have already reached the officers' deck, suggests that the outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, geez. Okay, who would attempt... who would attempt mutiny in the warp?
Yeah, wait until we're docked somewhere, bud.
Jeez, what
wait
a
until we
terrible
reach the
idea.
7-Eleven or something.
Imagine crashing in the warp. Like, you're also fucked.
Although, to their credit, just from what we know of the universe, coming out of the warp and being like, shit went wrong, everyone
I guess-
died, we had to save what we could.
I guess
who's
that could
gonna,
work.
Who's gonna go against that?
Yeah. Was the fourth chaos god known as Slanesh that was created by the space elves. Okay, so I was on twit with that. Very good. The previous 3 chaos gods came into being naturally already. Very good.
They're organic gods.
Organic gods.
Still have my lump of cheese.
Oh, very good. We must provide immediate assistance to those still in the middle decks. Perhaps we might be able to stop this wave from spreading. I do like that. Yeah, let's provide immediate assistance. Oh?
I'm starting to get quite hungry.
Yeah?
Are you hungry?
No.
No?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Okay.
You want to take a break? Make some toast or something?
Maybe. Let's keep going for now.
Okay. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure, and I have the means to do both things at once. Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously. Okay, how do you do that? Theodora looks at Voitver. Adelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 1A. 18, sorry. Numbers are difficult, my lady.
Hemmy's like, how are you not hungry?
That is me most of the time.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Adelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Thlas and the Sister Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch Militant, I don't know your name. With me, I must go to my study, and it appears we might encounter heretics along the way. Shiloh? Theodora glances at you thoughtfully.
If I may, Lord Captain,
Voidveer voices soft and cautious.
Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and it is our goal to bring Adelthrad back. I could use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly confronting enemies as the House of the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Adelthrad's psycho powers.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We never get to finish that thought. All right, fuck you, Adelthred.
Toodaloo, I guess.
Aha.
Then it's settled. Shiloh, find Adelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator, I will find him in poor state, I promise. She points at the massive doors. Leads to restricted compartments, such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In whatever state, what does that mean?
Does that include blended?
I cannot promise I won't lose our dearest heir somewhere along the... Okay, I won't be that blatant.
No. She did give you explicit orders that she needs both. I feel like just disregarding that would also eliminate us from possible.
Yeah, I don't think it would put us in the good books. I shall do everything in my power. Theodora hisses in fury. Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come. Ooh. Whoops.
Buy more. Oh, okay, off we go.
Oh, geez. Okay, we did a very quick sprint to the end, only to stop and chat.
Voidfear gives you a nod.
are you ready to head to Deck 18? It is a long walk and you do not even have proper gear.
Oh, can I have some proper gear then?
Since I'm the more important person here. Wow.
Wow, you can go in front to shield me? Oof. You'd better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk.
Oof.
Oof. You know what? I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. He rummages through his backpack for something. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs, but this is no longer relevant. Is he going to betray us immediately? With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you are consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain.
Yep, he's the traitor.
Fucking A.
Fucking rude. But I guess it's beneficial to him, right? Get rid of all the other heirs? I promised you special destiny, Shiloh. It's time to fulfill it. Wait, what?
Oh, we get to be ham.
We get to be ham.
They're gonna eat us and slice us up.
Oh, I see. Cook us.
Yeah.
Make us into bacon.
Now I want ham and eggs.
If a character falls unconscious, they receive a trauma. This reduces their characteristics or inflicts a negative
Every time I fall asleep,
trauma.
I wake up and I go, I got a trauma today.
Oh, that's great. Mm-hmm. You will do as I say. New role model? Oh, absolutely, Crimson, yeah.
Is that us?
Oh, is that us? Oh, shit, ow.
Rude. You twitchy motherfucker.
I love how they kicked us and I folded upright.
Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing.
Oh, but don't you...
You're back with us, I see. Delightful.
But, okay, you need us... I assume he's trying to get the warrant of trade. Or steal the warrant of trade. But why need us?
We'll find out. What does it say for the warrant right there?
Oh.
Because that doesn't make sense.
Sacred
The Sacred
Relic
Relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy.
Yeah.
So it must be some sort of bloodline thing that you can't access it without genetic markers.
But he's also of the bloodline.
Yeah, but he's a bitch.
All right,
I think that's
see.
a bad genetic marker.
Okay. What is the meaning of this?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you.
Yikes. All right.
Conrad isn't even a real name.
Conrad.
Truth.
Absolutely, Crimson.
We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expect
Why
to
are
do
you
this
not a
one
true
myself.
heir?
Never mind. You will offer your blood.
So what happened that he stopped being a
What I
viable
would
applicant?
suspect is that he was recruited kind of as an heir, only to find out that actually he's not genuinely related. He's,
maybe.
He's, like a fourth cousin, 82nd times removed sort of thing.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the sentinel?
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to know.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. She did imply that she disinherited him, but I want to know why?
Ooh, that last one's an opportunist one. We'll take it together.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him this. Is your blood too thin for the sentinel?
On the contrary, the warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The sentinel refused to submit to me, but you can help.
That doesn't help.
Isn't that what family is for?
That doesn't tell me anything.
Maybe he's been sipping a little bit too much from the warp. Going a little nuts.
And it's maybe altered him physically?
Yeah, maybe that's how that works.
Maybe that's it?
Chat, is that how that works?
Can that
Does
happen?
the warp alter your DNA?
You see, the Elden Ring candle maker has a new gig. Someone is very in demand around here.
They have so many bees to support this many candles. There is just half of the ship dedicated to bees.
Yeah, something that creates wax. Why are you doing this?
Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my masters sent me for. The warrant of trade.
So who are you working for? Okay, well,
Ooh.
I feel like we didn't come this far as a captain by always working for those above us.
It's your character, it's yours to choose. Personally, I'd be saying I'll help you as long as you spare my life, because they clearly intend to kill us as soon as it's over.
I guess
or
so.
the third one, but I think the first one is not going to end well.
No, I don't see the first one ending well at all.
Unless this is all a test set up by what's-her-name.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem quite right.
It seems kind of ridiculous. The warp can alter you, yep, either good or bad. Okay, so maybe he's just been altered too much. Not in terms of morality, but in terms of getting something good versus turning into a not sentient blob. I see. Yeah, this one's tempting, but it doesn't feel quite right. I'll help you as long as you spare my life.
There's a good
Oh, I hate it.
Then go to the sentinel at the gates of the Warren Chamber and fulfill your destiny. I had hoped to feed Edelthrat to the machine. He is the one who caught the Adora's eye, after all. But since procuring him has proved difficult, you will have to do.
Oh, geez, okay. What am I going to do then? Is that the sentinel? Oh dear. Okay, skill tests and dialogues. One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Here's the active one then. Unlike with passive tests, which are made automatically, in this case you can decide whether or not to select an option, the consequences of which will depend on the result. Success or failure, yada yada yada. Hover your cursor over a dialogue option that requires a skill test, you'll see your chances of success. Once your character starts traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score will be selected, which is neat. The Sentinel, shouldn't there be 12 more? Yes, Crimson!
We'd all have to be naked for
Where are
that
the
to be
13
case.
Sentinels? Oh yeah, we have to strip down to get them to activate.
Very good. I volunteer.
I mean, our tech use is decent. We've got a 90% chance.
And surely failing just looking at it, it's not gonna explode.
Yeah, sure.
He'll just be like, stop wasting time.
Okay. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator?
Cogitator?
Cogitator? Please tell us how to pronounce that. That's a weird word. With a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being.
I have heard of these.
That's horrific! The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with 2 ember irises. That's awful. Let's examine it. Success! You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator, which immediately...
I'm thinking more like alligator, cogitator.
Yeah, cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as a material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. Rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. Neat. Like a smart potato. A cogitator. Wonderful. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen in front of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon? Becoming a servitor is often a punishment. I can see why. That's pretty horrific. It's good that that's more of a punishment than just any old person, I guess, but still, jeepers. You look around in the hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel nor protruding piece of rebar in sight. Examine the sentinel? I feel like we already did this. Looks notably different than ones you're used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread and has metal hinges in places of standard joints. It seems the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automatons.
Gross.
That's real nasty. That is. Okay, well,
You
let's...
can procrastinate by being like, hey, bud, you sure?
Yeah, you sure?
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Okay, place your hand into the maw.
March.
As long as they learn something. I don't think they'll have the opportunity. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and pumps into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Cogitator. Several long minutes
Oh,
pass.
really?
Really? We're just hanging around? Okay.
You're like, wow, this sucks.
Man, technology.
I hope you got your tetanus shot.
It's slow in the future, right? The Sentinel's jaw remains closed and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever
High levels
happened.
of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Oh! Is it so advanced as to be able to ascertain when we're doing this under duress?
Yeah.
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your wary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word.
Yes.
Yeah,
bitch.
absolutely.
Help.
Request accepted.
Oh!
Initiating defense protocol.
Oh, fantastic!
Light them up.
Get fucked! Oh my goodness! That's amazing!
Whoa.
Wow!
Yeah, shoot the turret.
Yeah!
Holy fuck.
There is still another way.
Whoa.
What?
Do you have, like, psycho powers? That's cool.
Huh. Oh, the door's still opened? That seems to defeat the purpose of me saying I'm under duress.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Did we go get the warrant anyway?
I guess
I
so.
always have a backup plan.
I'm not sure you do, friend.
I'm not sure you do. What is this? Old injury. Heckin' rude. Yeah, Crimson, I require assistance. Please sweep the room with fire and aim for the smarmy one.
Before we go and press that, should
Yeah.
we take a quick break? Because I need a break.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I need a bathroom break.
Yeah,
You need
yeah.
food. Okay, we will take a very quick break. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes. See you very soon.
See you soon.